Hello everyone, welcome back for another video. It's Monday morning for me. Right now it's about 6:15 a.m. I'm going to be getting in another calisthenics workout. Today's plan is to do 5 sets of handstand push-ups. I'm using the wall behind me, no shame in that. And then it's going to be 5 sets of pull-ups with a pause at the top on the last rep. Somebody in the last video suggested I try some iso holds. I thought it was a good idea, so that's going to be what I'm going to do today. So let's get started with set number 1 of the handstand push-ups. I'll be back after the set and we can talk about why I'm doing this. That was set number 1. Between these handstand push-ups, I'm doing 3-minute rest. To be honest, it's better to do 5-minute rest, but I just don't have the time. If I do 5-minute rest and I have 5 sets and then 5 sets of pull-ups, we're talking about an hour. Don't have the time for that today. So I'll sacrifice my rest a little bit. I'll get less reps per set. That's okay. I'm still going close to failure. So that's the main thing. Whew. That was the first set of the day. So my heart rate went from 0 to, I could feel the heart rate, I could feel the pump coming into my shoulders. It feels pretty good. So let's talk about why I'm doing handstand push-ups. I started doing them in February of this year after 2 years or more than 2 years of just focusing on the most basic basics. Just pull-ups, push-ups, sometimes dips. In my mind, I was starting to get tempted to do weighted calisthenics because I wanted to get some work done in some lower rep ranges. And I had this debate going on in my mind for like a solid month, whether I should do it or not. And I decided that I'm not gonna do it. Instead, I'm gonna introduce a bodyweight exercise. It's still a push-up. It's a push-up variation, but it's just a lot more difficult because I'm using more of my body weight. When you're doing a push-up on the floor, you're using about 70% of your body weight, whereas when you're doing handstand push-ups, obviously you're using a lot more. You're using almost 100% of your body weight. So I figured, okay, I'm gonna have this one exercise that's a strength exercise, and I don't have to add any weight. And like right now, my maximum is 9 reps. You just saw me do 8 reps. So honestly, it's gonna take a very long time until I get anywhere near the point of adding weight. I don't even think I'll ever need to add weight. Like if I can do a set of 20 of these, a set of 25, first of all, it would probably take years to get to that, especially because I'm doing them off of a deficit, as you can see. If you're doing these off the floor, it's very easy because your head gets in the way. You can't actually go that low. Of course, there's another way to make these more difficult. It's to do them freestanding. Of course, I'd like to do freestanding one day, but my priority is not to do these tricks. You know, I'm not a circus performer. My priority is just to feel good, to be strong, to look good, and doing it against the wall gets the job done. It's not a problem at all. There's no shame in using the wall. And in my mind, I have this concept of training economy. You know, I only have so much time to train in a day, and I could be using that time to learn how to do freestanding handstand push-ups. Oh! That's set number 2. I'll come back to this discussion right after the set. That was 6 reps. So let's talk about training economy. Let's say I only have 40 minutes to train every day. If I want to learn how to do freestanding handstand push-ups, I need to spend my time on freestanding handstand push-ups, which takes away from the time that I have to do push-ups against the wall, push-ups on the floor, pull-ups. So this is what I mean by training economy. There's a limited amount of time and you want to use your time on the best bang for the buck exercises. For me, learning how to do new skills doesn't feel like the best bang for the buck. Now, I did manage to learn how to do a handstand, and I learned that just by randomly doing attempts against the wall during the day. And I'm gonna keep working on that, and I'll keep progressing in a way, and maybe I'll try some handstand negatives, handstand push-up negatives, and then over time I might unlock these freestanding handstand push-ups, but it's just not a priority for me, and I'm not in a rush. For now, I'm working on these against the wall. A bigger goal for me, honestly, is to be able to do like 5 sets of 15 against the wall. I bet you if I can do 5 sets of 15, my upper body is going to be absolutely jacked. It's a really, really hard exercise, especially going with the deficit, because you come down below your head, and it's not just a pushing exercise in terms of the muscles being worked. It's surprisingly effective on your lats, surprisingly effective on your traps, on your upper back. So for me, this is a strength exercise for the entire upper body, not just for the pushing movements. That's why I haven't added weight to pull-ups or anything. So this is basically, I only do 2 pushing exercises at the moment. I do these handstand push-ups twice a week, and then I do regular push-ups on the floor. Those I do 5 days a week. And that's it. I haven't done dips for ages. Even on the rings, I kind of stopped doing the dips. They're hard. they are fun, but I want to see what happens if I just prioritize regular push-ups and handstand push-ups. And yeah, that's what's up. So I'm gonna pause for a bit, catch my breath, and then we'll get back to another set. All right, this is gonna be set number 3. Change the angle just a little bit, keep things interesting. Let's get it in. Got another 6 reps on set number 3. Pretty good, I'd say. The pump is slowly coming in. Ooh, that feels good. Ooh. Yeah, so when I started doing this, I started on the floor and I was able to do like 4 or 5 reps. And I just didn't like doing it on the floor because I couldn't go deep enough. Oh, I forgot my timer. I gotta set a timer. So just doing it on the floor, couldn't really go deep enough. So I started doing it on low push-up handles, and that became a lot harder, but I still couldn't go deep enough. I worked up until I can do 5 sets of 5 on the low push-up handles, and then I ordered these parallettes, and I've been working on the parallettes. When I just started with the parallettes, I was only able to get 3 reps. That's how hard it is. And then slowly over the months, I've worked up to a record set of 9 reps. And to be honest, I haven't really gone beyond 9 reps for the last few months. But I am practicing them. So over time, hopefully, I will keep getting stronger and I'll be able to get a set of 15. And then maybe 2 sets of 15, 3 sets of 15. And hopefully it will show in my upper body. So that's the plan with these handstand push-ups. 3-minute rest goes by really quick. Feels like I literally just finished my last set. Probably because I'm talking to the camera between sets too. When I'm alone, I have time to think about what I did. Obviously it's not ideal to vlog during your workout, but I really like sharing what I do, so that's why I'm here. So let's get into set number 4. This time I'm gonna remember to put the timer. Woo. That was a pretty hard set. I got to rep 5 and I wasn't sure if I should go for rep 6, but I decided whatever, the camera is rolling, let's go for it. Luckily I got it, because failing upside down would not be fun. Hasn't happened to me yet, so I don't want it to happen. Whew. Let's talk about some of the equipment that I'm using for these handstand push-ups. So the reason I'm using a yoga mat is so that the parallettes don't slip around, because my floor is really slidey and I just don't want to be pushing and have them go apart. That's way too dangerous. And the biggest thing is that I'm using a blanket on my door. Obviously my door is locked so that nobody will come in, but instead of doing it on the wall, I'm using the door so that I can secure this blanket, and the blanket allows my legs to slide up and down without any resistance. So a big problem with doing handstand push-ups against the wall is that you either have to tippy toe up, tippy toe down, or you have to keep one foot in place and have your knee kind of move. All of these things remove weight from your body. Also, it's really hard to be consistent of how much assistance you're giving yourself. Whereas when you have something like this, it just allows your legs to slide up and down the wall. So you don't have to worry about your legs whatsoever. You just stay tight and you push as hard as you can with your upper body. It's a really sick pushing exercise. If you guys are strong enough to do this, I definitely encourage you. Don't worry about the freestanding. Give this one a shot, it's really good. All right, my alarm went off. That means it's time for set number 5. So let's just quickly recount. I did a set of 8, a set of 6, a set of 6, a set of 6, and now set number 5, and I'm only resting 3 minutes. I'll get the shirt off for this one. Make the exercise a little bit lighter. Also, I kind of like to rewatch my videos and see what muscles are working. So let's go. Let's see how many reps I can do. That was 6. So that's a record for me, actually. So when I think about records, PRs, I'm not just thinking about adding more weight, which obviously I'm not doing at all. I'm not only thinking about getting more reps on the first set, but I'm thinking about having more reps overall in the same time frame. So this is why I'm so strict about timing my rests. Like, it really doesn't matter, you don't have to time your rests, but for me, it allows me to keep progress. So I've been doing this workout at least once a week, where I'm doing 5 sets with 3-minute breaks. And before, my first set would be like 7 or 8, because I didn't want to go RPE 10 to failure. And then after that, I would get 5, 5, 4, 3. And then later I'll get 8, 5, 5, 5, 5, 4. Then I started getting 8, 6, 5, 4, 4, right? You get the idea. I would start being able to add reps to the later sets. So this is progressive overload because I'm keeping the rest interval the same, but I'm getting stronger because I can do more reps. And obviously, as I get more and more stronger, I'll be able to do more reps in this overall session. And like I said before, my ultimate goal, 5 sets of 15 with like 3 to 5 minute break. I don't even know how many people can actually do that, but I know for a fact that once I can do that, I will have insane gains in my upper body. So that's my goal. I've experimented with doing the handstand push-ups daily, but I didn't really like it because it's really hard. It's more like a bodybuilding powerlifting movement in the rep range that I'm doing, and it did not feel good to go with such low reps every single day. I found the sweet spot is twice a week. So I get a session, then I take 2 days off, and then I get another session, and then 3 days off. So that's my sweet spot. If you want to try it for yourself. Don't jump into doing too much because it's quite a lot of stress on your shoulder tendons. So you want to hit the session, give some time to recover, hit another session when you're feeling good. And of course, push-ups, pull-ups, I could do them 5 days a week because they're just such a light exercise for me. So it's more about like pump, pump, pump. There's not so much stress on the tendons and ligaments and everything. So that's how it goes for me. So as I said before, it was 5 sets of handstand push-ups, and now I'm gonna do 5 sets of pull-ups. I'm gonna stick with the 3-minute break as well, but I'm gonna do each set, not to failure, not even RPE 10, but I'm gonna do a lot of clean reps. And then on the last rep, I'll try to hang on at the top for as long as I can. Again, I'm not gonna just like wait until my hands are starting to come off because I'm trying to prioritize form, I'm trying to prioritize the contraction, and because the rest is only 3 minutes, I also don't wanna just like completely destroy myself on the first set that I can barely do 10 reps the next time. So I gotta set up my pull-up bar, I gotta prepare, and we'll get started with the pull-ups. All right, I got my pull-up bar set up right here. While I was preparing the pull-up bar, my family woke up. There's a little baby in the room now. You might hear a baby talking. I apologize in advance. There's nothing I can do. The training must go on. So remember, I'm doing a set and an iso hold at the top at the end. Let's get started. If my count is right, that was 22 reps and then about 10 seconds iso hold. Feels pretty good to do this iso hold. Thank you for the commenter that suggested to give it a try. So 3-minute rest now and then 4 more sets. All right, so it's time for set number 2 of the pull-ups with iso hold. I haven't done this iso hold business for a very, very long time, and I have an awesome pump, especially in my upper back. So whoever made this suggestion, sorry I don't remember your name, thank you very much. It's awesome. Okay, so the first set was 22 plus iso. Let's see how many I can do. It's only been 3 minutes rest. Let's see.
Yes.
Come on, light, back light. Okay, that was 16 and an iso hold. Woo. I tried to count to 10 on this iso hold in my head. It's kind of funny, I have the door frame pull-up bar and I was touching my nose to the top of the frame. That was my cue for the isometric hold. All right, quick break and then 3 more sets. Another break is up. That means that it's time to do another set. Again, these iso holds just intensified the exercise by so much. My arms are just incredibly pumped, and so is my upper back. It's obviously making me do less reps than I would usually do, but that's okay. It's just a different variation. I'm definitely gonna keep these in the rotation. It's not gonna be my main thing, but I will train them periodically because it just feels awesome. So enough talking, time to pull. Let's see how many reps on the 3rd set. The sun is out now, so the lighting is probably not the best, but let's hope the camera does its magic. That was 15 with an iso hold. That means 2 more sets to go. The pump is just, wow. What a pump. Woo. Set number 4, nothing to it but to do it. The reps are dropping every single set. That was only 12. Ooh. Last set to go. I'll see you guys in a second.
Thank you.
Time for the last set. So I got 22, 16, 15, 12. Hopefully I can get 12 again. It's always risky that I might not be able to do the iso on the last set. So that's why I'm kind of cutting it a little bit shorter than I normally would if I was just doing regular pull-ups. But let's do it, let's see. Okay, I did get the 12 that I wanted. So that's the end of today's workout. Just to recap, I did 5 sets of handstand push-ups with 3-minute rest, and then 5 sets of these iso hold pull-ups. I got an awesome pump. For those wondering, people always ask in the comments, I don't do any weights. The last time I did weighted workouts was in the fall of 2022. I am 39 years old. I'm about 74 kilograms, and my height is 5'8" or 173 centimeters. So there are no excuses. Even if you have a baby, everybody has some time to work out in the morning. Just get it in, stay consistent, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.